In the last few years, the scale of the alleged conspiracy has grown and grown. Not just the government and foreign intelligence, but police, fire service, and even the media.
Now, more on the latest building collapse in New York. You might have heard.
Where did CNN and BBC get their information, especially considering the building was still standing directly behind their reporters?
Well, I think you have to put it in the context of what was an incredibly chaotic day for everybody involved in trying to cover the story. The investigations we've carried out suggest very strongly that we were working on the basis of an incorrect news agency report. We had this statement from Reuters. It came some time after our original inquiries, actually. But what it says is, on September the 11th, 2001, Reuters incorrectly reported that one of the buildings at the New York World Trade Center, 7 WTC, had collapsed before it actually did. The report was picked up from a local news story and was withdrawn as soon as it emerged that the building had not fallen.
Do you think that's suspicious?
Not really. I didn't even really. To be honest with you, I didn't even want to put that line in. But you know, I'm not the only person on the team. I do think it's a little embarrassing on both the part of the CNN and BBC.
Even more embarrassing, the BBC lost key tapes of its 9/11 coverage. But we found them. It turned out they'd been put back on the wrong shelf. 2002 rather than 2001. Cock-up rather than conspiracy.
Jane Stanley.
What of the reporter herself? She's never talked about this before. Jane Stanley was a world affairs specialist and had just arrived in New York. The BBC quickly found a place to interview her, but she had precious little information to go on.
I was thrown, not a question, but a statement of fact. I don't know where that came from.
Jane, what more can you tell us about its collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy. I mean, it's very, very difficult being in that position where you've got no communications, no access to information, and that just comes out of left field. Details are very, very sketchy. It was very upsetting about a year ago because of the level of persecution and the virulence in which I was spoken about. And it's just very unfortunate that this whole conspiracy, kind of, I think, rather ridiculous situation has grown out of what's really a very small and very honest mistake.
Well, unfortunately, I think we've lost the line with Jane Stanley.
The BBC says there's a simple explanation for the interview ending abruptly. The satellite feed had an electronic timer, which cut out at 5:15 exactly.